How are you doing today? This is Jesse with the Common Man Corpus Christi, bringing you news and politics through a common sense lens. And here we go. If you have not been keeping up with the Canadian truck drivers and everything that's been going on north of our current border, I highly recommend you go check out Rebel News and some of the other YouTubers online that have been live streaming all of this to really see what's going on, really get a real feel for what's going on the ground, because the news media coming out of Canada is just absolute garbage, and it's just trying to paint these people as absolute monsters. And all they're doing is try to protest for their freedom against vax mandates, against the mandate aspect of it. These people aren't even anti-vax. I think it's like 90% or 95% of Canadians have already got the poke. You know what I mean? So it's not like these people are anti-vax. These people are just anti-mandate. They don't want mandates on their lives, and they don't want mandates in order to do their jobs. So let's get right into this. Canadian trucker beaten by police during freedom convoy says cops broke my body a little bit, but not my spirit. Hear, hear, good man. Yeah, in this video, oh yeah, that one's gnarly. A Canadian trucker brutalized by Canadian police said that while they may have broken his body, they will never break his spirit. Hear, hear, good man. Ottawa police beat the trucker, a Romanian-born Canadian of 20 years, after he said he peacefully surrendered to them over the weekend. What's a brief history here? Ottawa police on Sunday put a stop to remaining Freedom Convoy demonstrations after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau invoked the Emergencies Act. According to reports, authorities arrested at least 191 protesters and towed a minimum of 57 vehicles since invoking the act on Friday. What are the details? Shazaba Vizi told Fox News' Tucker Carlson that he didn't expect to square off with the police during Freedom Convoy demonstrations. Viral videos show police reportedly striking Vizi as he was on the ground, apparently complying. I got down from my truck, I went down right on my knee, I put my hands behind my head, Vizi told Carlson. I was waiting for them to take me away. In that moment, the police officer, they start to punch me with those sticks. They're all yelling me, go back, go back. And I just told them, hey, I'm the driver. Vizi said that while he doesn't recall how many officers were on top of him, he said he took it like a man. They dragged me, they lie me down on my belly, and I don't recall how many were on top of me. I felt like I was beaten, but I took it like a man, Vizi recalled. They broke my body a little bit, but not my spirit, he added. Vizi told Carlson that this isn't the Canada that he knows and loves. Those who are willing to give their life for this cause need much more than being threatened with arrest, with fines, with losing insurance, he insisted. I moved to Canada. Everything was wonderful. I was so happy. I said, geez, this is so nice. Everything was beautiful in the last 20 years, I can say. But the last 2 years, it's like impossible to live here anymore, he added. So this is some of the raw footage. The footage shows some police beatings in Ottawa during the government's ongoing crackdown. Let's see if we can watch this without it. Let's see if we can watch this without it complete. Nope. Let's see. This will let us play it. I don't know how. Oh, it's only 26 seconds. So let's see if we can see what we can see here. Oh, this is the. Okay, I saw this video. So this is the guy that they had on the ground and were just kneeing the living crap out of. Canada has fallen, ladies and gentlemen. Canada has fallen. Yep, and that's the end of the story. So I just wanted to give you kind of an update on some of the stuff that's been going on, because I don't know how many people saw what was going on over the weekend with these truckers just absolutely being yeah, in case you hadn't seen it, I just wanted to make sure that you guys had seen, got some kind of idea of what was going on up there, because things have gotten absolutely insane. Things have gotten absolutely insane and up there in Canada, and it really worries me, because those people are just north of our border. A lot of them are friends. You know, these are good people. These are good people that are just trying to do their jobs, and they just don't want to have to be forced into doing something that they don't want to. And like I said earlier, even 90% of Canadians already got the poke. So this isn't about them being anti-vax or anything else. This is about them being anti-mandate. They just simply don't want the government forcing them to do something against their will, And it's just, I don't think that's an unreasonable request, even for a country like Canada, especially for a country like Canada that is very democratic in a lot of the way they do things. They're closer to Europe than they are to us, but they still have a lot of the similar values. You know, a lot of these guys, they live out in the tundra. They live out in, the western portions of Canada, where it's, I mean, honestly, from what I understand, it's a lot like the South is down here. Just a bunch of good old country boys that want to go out there and do their thing out in the woods and live the rough and tumble life and just be left the hell alone. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think that's exactly what the government of Canada isn't realizing here. And they literally just decided to use jackbooted thugs. They turned the entire police department of Canada, or at least of Ottawa, and the Royal Canadian Mounties, and they just turned them on these people. And they ran them down with horses, and they beating them with sticks, just because of the fact that they decided to show up and protest their government, which is a very basic human right that every person on the planet should be able to do, to protest and challenge your government, the government that rules over you, the government that should only be able to rule by the consent of the governed. And that's the way democracies and republics are supposed to act. Maybe if they were a little bit more republic and a little less democracy, maybe this just wouldn't happen. Because last night, the parliament up there, or not parliament, they have a House of Commons up there, voted to approve the Emergency Powers Act for Trudeau, which basically puts him dictator in charge. One of those Star Wars scenes where I am the Senate. Literally, democracy dies with thunderous applause. Because of course Trudeau will give up these powers when the time is right. When the emergency is passed, of course he'll lay down his powers. Because, every good dictator in history has always done that, just so willingly and peacefully, right? But hey, that's just my common sense take. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Share this with all your friends. Let them know what's going on. This is Jesse with the Common Man Corpus Christi, bringing you news and politics through a common sense lens. Thanks for watching.